It's Madden NFL 23. And here comes Denzel Ward.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Browns in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's... Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Barkley on the counter. And the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring. One play can make the difference type of a game. Play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun, Glenn. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. They'll start on the ground here on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made here at the 36. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Second down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Xavier McKinney, the one to get a hand on it defensively.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Back to throw. Glenn. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. A first down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Glenn. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Gets past one man to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. They juked him. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st down, Fields got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Fields. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Up the middle with Barkley. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Down to about the 45.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now it's Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. York able to send this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. We're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try to bring this one back to even.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cleveland offense making their way out. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another throw on 2nd down, but this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Fields now to throw. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Glenn. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
He'll find Hodgins there complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
One play action. Fields steps away. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 10th overall. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing on 1st down. Glenn. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Glenn trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And New York set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. start out on the ground, it's Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off play action. Glenn. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
To throw is Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This is caught by Evans.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Throwing to start the drive. Glenn. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Throwing again. Glenn. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
79 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Glenn. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. Looking to throw. Glenn.
Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Glenn, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw on 3rd down. Glenn. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.